You spend $3,000 building the ultimate computer with a top-tier processor and massive graphics card, but the system stutters, chokes, and crashes. It is incredibly easy to fall into the psychological trap of only caring about the muscle. We obsess over the raw calculating speed of the CPU or the rendering power of the graphics card. But all that muscle is useless if you ignore the machine's nervous system, the motherboard, and its embedded brain, known as the chipset. A computer is only as fast as the traffic controller directing its data. If the motherboard is incompatible with your new hardware, or if it is quietly failing under the surface, those expensive high-end components are reduced to highly engineered paperweights. The motherboard is the main printed circuit board of your computer. It acts as the physical unifier for the entire system. Optical drives, graphics cards, hard drives, and memory sticks all plug directly into the surface. Without this centralized board, none of these pieces can communicate. They remain completely isolated. The chipset is the logical traffic controller, managing data flow between processor, memory, and peripherals. Previously split into a fast north bridge and slower south bridge, these routing functions are now consolidated into a single, highly efficient integrated core. You can buy the largest, most intricately wired board on the market, but its physical complexity is meaningless without this microscopic director orchestrating the chaos. Chipsets organize data using lanes, the finite currency of performance. A high-end graphics card demands 16 lanes, while a solid-state drive needs 4. The chipset dynamically prioritizes this limited bandwidth to prevent a digital traffic jam. So what happens when this delicate traffic control system breaks down entirely? The physical and operational symptoms of a failing motherboard are severe. Your computer unexpectedly powers off, connected peripherals suddenly go dead, or you smell burning chemicals. Before assuming the worst, you have to rule out misdiagnoses. Always troubleshoot the simpler explanations first. A failing power supply or a corrupt motherboard BIOS can cause the exact same issues, and they are much cheaper to fix. But when you do experience a total system failure, it is rarely your flashy graphics card or your processor dying. It is usually the silent nervous system finally collapsing under the strain. This brings us to the most expensive catch of building a PC. A chipset is a permanent fixture soldered to the board. You cannot physically pull it out and upgrade it. This logic tree illustrates a harsh reality. Chipsets are locked to specific processor families like Intel or AMD. Upgrading your core processor later triggers a massive domino effect. You must replace the entire motherboard and often the power supply. Since replacement is incredibly costly, preserving the board you have is crucial. The biggest threat is high heat. Inadequate cooling systems and poor fan layouts will slowly cook a chipset long before its natural lifespan ends. Then there are the external physical threats. Mechanical impacts from dropping a laptop, electrical damage caused by liquid spills, and faulty power accessories will instantly short the connections. When you shop for a new PC or plan your next upgrade, ignore the flashy marketing surrounding processors and graphics cards for a moment. Investigate the motherboard's chipset first. The chipset is the invisible ceiling of your computer. It is the single component that dictates what your machine is capable of today and what it will be allowed to achieve tomorrow.